Hey everybody, happy Oscar Day. I'm just here to tell you about my new book, They Don't Pay Me to Say No, My Life in Film and Television Props. It's a book that chronicles the first 36 years of my career, including films like Unforgiven, Open Range, Legends of the Fall, The Assassination of Jesse James by the coward Robert Ford. In television, I've worked on Stargate's SG-1 and Atlantis, a series of unfortunate events, most recently Percy Jackson and the Olympians. The book is a funny book. It tells short stories from all the various sets throughout the years. I wrote it to be educational but entertaining. And the reviews I've gotten and the messages from around the world are from people who don't necessarily work in film, but they have a better understanding of the craft of props. They didn't realize just how much we do and how much we work with the actors. Usually when the camera rolls, we give the last item to an actor 99% of the time before the camera rolls. Anything they touch in a scene, from weapons to food to eyeglasses, books, watches, rings, you name it, we give it to them and we work with them to make them be experts. But seeing as it's Oscar Day, I'm going to read you a little excerpt from my book about the time that my wife and I were at the Oscars when she was nominated for an Academy Award for Unforgiven with the legendary Henry Bumstead. When the Oscar ceremony ended, we were walking between the ceremony at the Dorothy Chandler Pavilion to the Governor's Ball. And that's when an Oscar winner from To Kill a Mockingbird, Henry, met another Oscar winner from To Kill a Mockingbird. Janice and Henry did not win an Oscar that night, but Unforgiven won for Best Picture, and Clint won for Best Director, so we all felt like we had won that night. On our way to the Dorothy Chandler Pavilion to attend the Governor's Ball with Henry, I heard a voice that I had grown up with say, "Hello, Bummy." Before I turned around, my brain went, "That's Gregory Peck." Henry and Gregory exchanged small talk about missing each other on Scorsese's remake of Cape Fear, on which Henry had worked as a production designer, and Gregory appeared in a cameo. Gracious as always, Henry turned to us and said, "Gregory, I want you to meet my friends from Canada. This is Janice, who was nominated with me tonight, and her husband Dean, who worked in props on the film. This is Gregory Peck." As he shook my hand, my brain said, "I know," but my mouth said, "It's an honor to meet you." After that cool moment, I turned in the crush of people and stepped on someone's foot. It belonged to Irish writer-director Neil Jordan, who was holding his screenplay Oscar for The Crying Game. I apologized, then congratulated him. I hoped he hadn't sensed a prop guy had crashed the party. So the book is full of funny little anecdotes, funny little stories. I wrote it to make people smile. And at the back of the book is a glossary of all the different department head roles that I interact with on a film, so you will never leave the theater again wondering, what is a key grip? I'll be back with more book excerpts as I figure this whole TikTok thing out. Have a great Oscar Day, everybody.